Welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. All right, guys, we are almost through the week. It is Thursday night, and I am ready for the weekend, but not before Friday when good old Faith and I have our 2-hour show, bantering back and forth at each other because she likes it. But that doesn't stop us from being here tonight, doing our 1-hour show. And here we are with Miss Gifts of Faith. Hey, Faith, what's up?
Hey, Journey, not much. Hope everybody's having a good night.
I hope so, too. Move my desk around here a little bit. All right, guys, if this is your first time, the first time all you got to do is say hello. We automatically put you on our list. You guys can jump the list to get ahead of everybody else. There's a small donation to do so. The jump list donation button is right there for you guys to click on. It's also in the description. All right. Remember, mediumship questions are for jumps only. If you jump, you get a longer reading. If you don't, you'll get 5 minutes, and we'll try to get to as much information as we possibly can within that time frame, because it is going to be myself and Faith reading the questions, so we'll both get about 2 minutes and 30 seconds apiece in order to get as much information to you. When you hear the bell, that means the question is done, and we will be moving on to the next person. Each person we call 2 names at a time. So when we call your name and say, get your question ready, that really does mean get your question ready. After 30 seconds of not seeing your question, we will jump to the next person. Now, guys, do not post your question beforehand, because if you say, I already posted it, I'm going to go to the next person. We are taking too much time trying to get people to bring us their question. Or, did you call my name? Yeah, 20 minutes ago. So let's speed up the process, because everybody here is waiting just as patiently as you did as it came to getting your name called. So like I said, we'll call out 2 names to get their questions ready, and that way you guys can be prepared. All right. So the first person on our list tonight is going to be Bella. Bella, go ahead and get that question ready. Blanca D, get your question ready, because you will be after Bella. All right. And also, general reads and medical questions. We don't have enough time to answer a general read. Those do take longer than usual. And those are best suit for the website, where you guys can get the in-depth reading on something on a general. And it's easier to connect to the question that you have, because if you say, I want to know about Tom, and I start talking about Tom's red shoes, and you're like, well, that's not what I wanted to know. You weren't specific. So, it's best to have that question available. All right, medical reasons for the purpose. We are not your doctor. You need to go see a doctor if you're having illness symptoms or anything to that nature, because we cannot diagnose you. We are not licensed for that, so it's best to go ahead and see a doctor. All right, well, we've got Bella here. All right. Why, that's not set up, right? Okay. We got Bella here. It says, any comments from my man regarding his day with us today? Sorry. Okay, so when it comes down to your guys' situation and spending the day with you, I do not feel that he was not there all day. I don't get that he was there all day. The energy that I see circling it is that he spent some time with you, but of course, as a spirit, he does cross over. He does come back. I do feel as though that, you guys are, he enjoyed his time with you. Trying to comfort you is what I keep seeing here. A lot of flashbacks, like lots of memories flowing in. So to me, it feels like he kind of went down memory lane today, trying to comfort you, trying to remind you that it's all going to be good. It will take time. To me, I keep seeing him trying to show you different things that represented him, or things that he liked, even right down to music, favorite numbers, smells that he liked, food that he liked, these types of things that were all being put forth. So I feel like you were kind of connecting the dots a little bit today. I get that he's seen you a little frustrated today. So not only were the connections of memory lane, but I see frustration as well. And so when you were feeling your emotions and feeling everything that was that's going on, you know, I get that other people were frustrating you as you were trying to feel these happy moments, these good times. So it really, it made all the difference, but at the same time, it felt like you couldn't enjoy what you were feeling. She says, "Yes, just wanted to double check." Well, absolutely, and I feel as though that he keeps saying something too about it's funny that you always in the past had the ability to tell everybody to calm down, but today was not that day for you when it came to certain things. So he said to tell you to calm down. He says it jokingly. He's not really being serious because he knows that you will not take that very, very excitingly. So just know that he was kidding, trying to loosen up the energy and letting you know that, you know, he was there. He knows that you went through some frustrations, but there was some good stuff there too, and that he wants you to know that he's going to continue to keep being by your side. This is a process. He also wants you to know for some reason he's bringing this back up. I know he said this before, but he's bringing it up again, that everything is forgiven where he's at. He holds nothing he holds nothing against you for anything you may say or anything you may feel, or if you may feel that you were abandoned, or if you may feel that you hate him at the moment, if you feel that, whatever feeling it is that you're feeling at the time. He doesn't want you to think that he's going to take it personally, because it's not personal. It's frustration, the missing, the sadness, the happiness. It's all these different emotions all at once that you're feeling, and they're all clashing into each other. And you're not sure if you're supposed to smile, cry, be mad, be sad. What is it? What am I supposed to be doing here? So he knows that you are going through this, and it's different, and it's hard, and his family is a pain in the ass. And he said to cut them off. He said to cut them off. Don't offer up any information. Don't give them anything extra. From what I'm seeing here, he just wants to make sure that you are taken care of, and that he wants you to feel safe and comfortable in your own skin and not feel so frustrated, because they will definitely get under your skin, and he means quick, he said. I'm going to pass this over to Faith, see what Faith's got for you. Faith, she says
Hi,
the lights
Bella.
flickered. The lights flickered. He's here, I'm assuming.
Hi, Bella. So one of the things that your husband was telling me is there's arguments, or there's been some disagreements. There was some type of disagreements, or maybe it was just hard feelings about something. And he keeps saying something about being outside in the sunshine. Were you guys outside today during all of this? Because he keeps showing me being outside. And he keeps telling me to tell you, you need fresh air. Um, and he doesn't like that there's just a lot of friction. And he says, I don't want her to be so sad. And remembering the good times was good for her, but it also was like bittersweet. And I don't want her, I know she's still grieving, but I hate to see her sad. And he said, she has such a beautiful smile face. And he keeps showing me, he's kind of silly. He keeps taking his fingers and like making a smile around lips like this. And he's like, just tell her to smile. And he says, I said smile, don't get teary eyed. He said, you're getting teary eyed right now. It's funny, but he is around you. He just says he doesn't um want you guys to like have this weird tension. And he's also saying that You've been having some stomach issues, and that's from nerves, but that will lessen. He says he wants you to eat. You're not eating. He says, please eat. And he says she does eat, Faith, because he's saying, well, she does eat, but she nitpicks. So he's saying for you not to nitpick. So I just want to make you aware of that. But he is around you, Bella. Just keep talking to him. As you open yourself up to it, he's going to make his presence more known. I do want to tell you too that I see you getting some money or something from someone unexpected in the next 2 months. It's not a huge amount, but it's some money. And he keeps telling me something about an antique, like, I don't know if this is antique in the sense of really antique or just an old dresser, chest of drawers, and there's some type of papers or something with his handwriting on them, and it's going to make you feel nostalgic. He says, don't cry. He's just going to let you find those because it'll make you happy. He says, and you're going to find those handwriting when you're least looking for them.
All right.
So, but that's pretty much what I'm getting, unless you have like something else you want to add to the question. But he is around you. So just know that.
All right. Thanks, Bella. Appreciate your question tonight. Blanca D, you are next. And then you are again jumped, so you are on for a second question. Remember, guys, for every donation, we're donating $1 to St. Jude's this month. So remember, right now we are technically at $33 going to St. Jude's for the week. So thank you guys so much for those donations, and we're going to continue to keep this going and continue getting people to donate so we can find charities from all over, not just one, but from all over, and try to help as many people as we can. All right. She sends a heart emoji. So Blanca's here. Blanca says, so today, as I left the eye doctor, oh my God, I was super blinded. I couldn't see. At that point, I prayed to God, God, help me, help Robert, help me at the red lights, and a dragonfly started flying over my window and landed on the hood, and it stayed with me. Okay. Before I get into this reading, I'm going to jump through the screen right now and slap the dog shit out of you. You went to the eye doctor and didn't get a ride?
I was just, honestly, Journey, not to interrupt your part of the reading, but I was going to tell her the same thing when she flipped over to me if you didn't.
What is wrong with you? I don't care if Jesus took the wheel. Are you serious? Not only could you put yourself in danger, that you could have put somebody else in danger. Wow, I should beat you down. Holy cow. Should be the next 10 minutes of me yelling at you for doing the bad thing and take the jump for something else for your other question. Anywho, yes, he was with you. Yeah, no wonder he was a nervous Nelly when he showed up. My Lord. You can't do those things, woman. He goes, you know he would have yelled at you had he done that if he was alive. Oh, you would have never heard the end of the story. Never would have heard the end of the story. She says, oh my God, I didn't know that was going to happen. They're going to shoot lasers in your eyeballs just to see your vision. They're going to test your vision.
Blanca, that's a standard procedure. I mean.
And it's not your first time at the rodeo. Anywho, Yes, he was with you. Yes, your mom was with you. Yes, I see you picked those glasses that we talked about
That's
last night.
hysterical.
And I know you got the blue ones today, and you're going to go back for the red ones tomorrow that Faith talked about. So, but she
So
goes,
we want pictures, Blanca.
she says, I have no one. It's called Uber, Yellow Cab, whatever cab is in your neighborhood. Someone took you. You could have found something, someone. So, it's saying I don't have no one is not an excuse for
See,
me.
but she's fibbing, Journey, because we know she's got a stepson who's old enough to drive. Nice try, Blanca.
Grounded. You're grounded, Blanca. Listen, next time you go to get an eye exam, have someone drive you. Or take an Uber. Take the bus. Take something, but don't drive yourself. You ever heard of the blind leading the blind? That's basically what was happening today. It's like having Faith take her glasses off and her drive you home.
You don't want me to drive.
But she goes, I felt bad, yes. Loved them, I think, because I couldn't be all that good. I told the lady, are these blue or black? She says, Faith, not stepson. He is my son biologically. Laugh out loud. I'm sorry. All right.
I thought the older one was, but
Don't
okay.
do it again. Don't do it again. Have someone drive you. Yes, they took you home. Now I know why. If your husband could sweat right now, he would have been sweating bullets. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you got everything good, and and I'm glad that you were able to pick up on things. I'm glad you were able to see the butterfly and the dragonfly. But prayed to God that you could see the stoplights.
Not to mention the roads and the other cars. And
by the way, your husband said the baby's going to be fine. It looks like teething fevers, ears bothering him a little bit. That's because of the teething, but the fever's going to go down and everything's going to be just fine. So don't want you to worry about that. But I'm going to pass this over to Faith, and then we'll come back to you for your next question after I bitched at you for 5 minutes almost. It says, this bad, I was driving the speed limit. Yeah. Girl, don't make me. I swear.
okay, Blanca, now it's my turn to fuss at you. Blanca, every time you go to the eye doctor, every time when you're getting a new prescription, most of the time the doctor says what? I would like to dilate your eyes. I have to blow some air into your eye with this machine. Oh, I have to shoot laser beams in your eye to see where your retina is. And if you have any destruction, don't tell me this is the first time you've been to the doctor, because they do this every time usually. So just be careful. Don't do it again, or I'm going to psychically aggravate you. But I'm glad you found your glasses. And don't worry, they are blue, not black. And I'm glad you like your glasses. When Journey told me you found both of those pairs, I laughed. But you will be fine. The glasses will be fine, and I'm just glad that Jesus was with you.
She says, I know, sad face, laugh out loud.
I'm just so glad. I know. I mean, sometimes I just don't have any words, Blanca. And that goes for not just you, but other clients too. Like, sometimes I just don't know what else to say. But I'm so glad you were all right. And that other people were all right too. But your husband is around you.
She said the fever has me off. I got worried, and it's going to be a long night.
The baby will be fine. It'll
Faith
break.
all 3 glasses.
You did. So here's what, because actually Robert came to me earlier this morning He told me to tell you to put one in your dresser in the bedroom, one in your car, and one in your purse. He said then
Yeah,
you.
put the ones in your car so you never use them.
Well, I'm just saying that's what he told me.
I
And
know.
listen, Blanca, if you think you're going to lose your glasses, here's the thought. Message me and Journey on the site. Tell us where you put them so we can tell you where they're at when you call us on the site. That way we won't have to psychically pick up on it and we can say, remember when you text us your hiding spots? This is what they were.
She said, I'm glad it happened on my day off because my kids wouldn't have known what to do. She says, laugh my ass off. Really, Journey?
That's
Just got it, you guys.
you do realize, Journey, she'll call us in 2 weeks and tell us that she's lost her favorite pair, right?
Right, but here's the thing. I have to say this. It's a public announcement for Blanca only. If you go and get your eyes checked and you do not have a driver when you come to the show and say, can I talk to my husband, please? I'm going to do. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you feel you've reached an error, please check your psychic provider. Girl, gosh, no. Don't do stuff like I knew to say that last night to you too. I was like, well, who's taking you? And I didn't mention it. And I was like, no, she's had her eyes checked before. She'll be fine. See, guys, sometimes even we don't listen to ourselves, and I knew to say it. And I didn't listen to myself, and I let it go because I figured Blanca had it covered. Supposed to be mommy. Would you let your mother do that? No.
Or your kids? No. You would fuss if it was one of your kids.
Said what? Really? I get them in 2 weeks. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose them already. She put laugh out loud for the if you'd like to make a call. So just know that. All right, Blanca, you jumped twice. So what's your second question for us tonight, sweetheart? As we're looking to see if anybody else jumped the list, guys. We've got about 5 minutes for you guys to jump. After that, we won't be taking any more jumps. We'll read off the ones we have left, and then that'll be it. And then we'll go down our list. Where the hell did the screen go? I was waiting for Blanca to send us her question.
Oh, I thought there was something. I thought you were saying there was something on my screen.
My next question, who drove me home? You did.
With God's grace.
They were just with you. They helped you with your intuition, but you drove you home.
Yeah.
It wasn't a one person spirit. It wasn't a one spirit thing. This was a tag team.
You drove home and they were with you, and God was with you, and the angels were with you.
She goes, who was the really? Blanca,
You're
why are you asking questions you already know the answer to?
What is this, ghost taxi?
She goes, were they mad? They were pissed. Randy, she says, sorry to comment, but I keep hearing Blanca, Jesus, take the wheel. Because that's what I said a minute ago. But Blanca, you know your husband was the dragonfly. You knew your butterfly was your mom. But you really put yourself in danger today. Even with the people, they can't drive for you. And as much as you would want them to be the ones that drove you home, I'm not going to lie to you and say that they did. You drove you home. You put yourself in danger. You put other people in danger. Wake up. Don't do that. Don't do that to them. Don't do that to you. Don't do that to your children. That is a very poor decision on your part. And I'm not yelling at you just to say it because your husband's screaming at me for saying, what was she thinking? So your mom's saying the same thing, but she's not doing anything but looking at you and shaking her head back and forth. She goes, God, Jesus, forgive me. Well, honey, it's not about, I get forgiveness, but you made a poor choice and they're making sure you know it. You're doing so many good things, but that was a poor choice. She goes, it's okay. I'll take it. It's okay. Take it. I know now. All right, good. You know now. So just don't put them under that type of pressure because they can't steer the wheel for you. So just hang in there. She says, I found out I have allergies to now I know why I get headaches. Okay, so now you found out why you have allergies, and the reason why you get headaches is it the eye drops you're putting in your head? You keep seeing eye drops.
Or maybe.
And that noise, ladies and gentlemen, is
sorry.
Is not anyone passing gas, but a pig that Faith bought her dog, who has now decided that now's the right time to chew on that toy.
I'll take it from her.
No, let her play with it. Now that they know they don't think we're passing gas, we're good. Blanca, she says, yes, I got to get the eye drops. No, I'm talking about what you're putting in your eyes, what you're allergic to. Because of allergies.
So she has to get eye drops because of the allergies. That's what.
Yeah, I got that. But what was other than your eyeliner? That's another one that causes. Your eyeliner is another thing. She says they're messing up my vision.
Her eye drops?
I seen her eye drops, but I also seen eyeliner.
I actually read it.
But Blanca, get what you needed. I feel like things are good, sweetheart. I think you got a little. She goes, no, I don't use anything. I don't touch my eyes. You use makeup. The makeup that goes on your eyes. But I see eye drop. All right. Blanca, I'm going to let you talk to Faith. I'm going to pass it on.
So, Blanca, just like Journey said, I can't add much to this because it was not them driving you. It was you driving yourself home on God's grace. Thank God you didn't get hurt or accidentally hurt anyone else. And your husband was there. Your mom was there. They're not really angry at you. It was just an aggravation.
Journey, okay, stop yelling, she said. I wasn't yelling.
No, trust me. He wasn't yelling. I've heard him yell. That wasn't yelling. But they were with you. Your allergies are acting up, but like you said, that'll be okay. You are gonna have to have eye drops. I actually agree with Journey, but I know you're saying you don't wear makeup. But I see sinus issues. So, but I feel like that'll get handled. So, and your husband wants me to tell you something. He says, "Don't be trying to be silly tonight and get his attention because he's not in the mood because he's upset because you could have wrecked." But he's not like mad at you. He just says that was kind of reckless behavior because of the kids. is what he says. And he says, in like 2 days, his mom's going to call you. I want you to come over soon. He said, if you don't feel like it, don't go, because you know my family starts drama. I'm just giving her a heads up, is what he said. So. But that's what I'm getting, Blanca.
She says, okay, you guys are awesome. Wow. I really was alone.
Listen, Blanca, you're never alone. God is always with you, and they were with you too. But they can't physically drive you. They don't have the body to do that. God can watch over you and protect you, but your husband and your mother cannot drive you physically. They can't do that. And they don't sit in the car with their spirit form and go, here's my arm. Let me guide and walk. They don't do that. It's not like a video game for them. They don't have that kind of physical. I mean, they can move things, but that's usually belligerent spirits or spirits that, if they're going to do that, a car would be a big thing. That would take a lot of energy.
I'm in isolation.
You're not in isolation. Now, your husband can move things. He can move your keys. He can move things like that. But I don't see him driving your car. I'm sorry, Blanca. I know you want to tell you that, honey. But I don't see it. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. But I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Still love you guys. We love you too, honey.
We love you too, honey. And we're not jumping on you.
No.
We're just saying something like that is like, they don't do that kind of thing. They move your keys. Or like, okay, I'll give you a story. They do weird stuff like my great-grandmother. What did my great-grandmother do? I keep my phone very close to me when I sleep. And I accidentally ordered eyeshadow while I was asleep. Because I guess the window was open on my phone. I asked Journey, I was like, I accidentally ordered eyeshadow. Who did that? And Journey says, your great-grandmother. They can do things like that. But I don't know about driving a car, honey. But they're always with you. Don't question that. You're not alone. God is with you. The angels are with you. You're always watched over and protected. We all are. But don't think if they're not with you for 5 seconds that they don't not love you. Because they do. So just keep that in mind, Blanca.
All right. Well, thanks, Blanca. Don't drive without your glasses, just so you know.
You have 3 pairs. You shouldn't lose them. At least not all of them.
Okay. So when we come back from our break, we are going to take Tracy Turtle and Ruth Raymond. Get your guys' questions ready. Tracy, you'll be first. So post your question when we come back from the commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. right, guys, and we are back. I need Tracy Turtle to go ahead and throw us her question. And then Ruth Raymond, get your question ready. You'll be right after Tracy. Tracy Turtle, come on down. You are next. All right, we're going to the next person. We're going to go with Ruth Raymond. Go ahead and throw us your question. And Kate Walker, get your question ready. You'll be right after Ruth. Ruth Raymond, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. Kate Walker, go ahead and throw us your question. You're next on the list. After Kate is going to be Randy Bear. Get your question ready. You'll be right after Kate. All right, we got Kate right in the nick of time there, Kate. I was about to call the next name. All right. Kate says, sometimes I pick up spirits around others, but I'm not able to connect with any of my own loved ones. Do you see my grandmother around me or anyone else? So yes, to answer your question. But when it comes to picking up, so that's why I only said yes, because she says, I hope that question's okay to ask. So yes, it is. But the thing is that the energy that I see around it is that the reason that you're not connecting to your loved ones is because you're not quite 100% sure to connect to those that are around you as well, because you're still, even though you're seeing spirits or connecting to spirits that are connected to other people, you're still questioning, are you picking up the right thing? Are you saying the right thing? Is this going to resonate with them? So when you're doing mediumship and the spirit comes and talks to you and says, you know, this, and this for that person, and you relay that message to them and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's okay they don't know about it right now. It may be a future event or something they're unaware of at that moment. So it's something that they need to hold on to, or they needed to be made aware of it so they'll have it on their mind. So when the incident happens, they'll be like, oh my God, this is what that medium was saying. They told me this. They warned me about this. Or they told me this good thing was going to happen, depending on what the situation is. The current reason is because the doubt still lies within you. So when you do hear them, you shake it off. You're like, oh, that's not me. Or I'm just making that up. Or I'm just trying to make myself feel good. So that's what you're doing to yourself. So you're doubting your own ability to be able to read somebody. So when you're doubting yourself on that, you're definitely not going to be able to read for yourself and pick up your loved ones. Now, I'm not saying they're not around you, because they most certainly are, but I can tell you right now that the more you trust yourself, the more you trust into what you've got to say, you know, what you're saying to them will come to pass at some point. If they don't recognize what it is, it will come to pass at some point. And then they'll recognize it, and they'll be like, you know what? Whoever that lady was, she was right. Sometimes you may still be in connection with that person, and they'll be able to tell you that you're right, because you don't always get that lucky. I know I get to talk to lots of people, and you don't always get that chance to hear back from them. It could be complete strangers when you're doing one-on-ones. So, all right, I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, what you got for her on that?
So I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't have very much to add to what Journey said. What I can tell you is that everything he said it is pretty much right on the money. I'll add a couple things here.
Thank you. That was so helpful. I struggle with that a lot. Confidence and trusting what I receive. I often don't even share it.
Honey, that's how it is for all of us, especially in the beginning, because we don't want to be wrong. But what you have to realize is it's okay to be wrong. It's okay for it not to make sense to somebody. It's okay for it not to make sense to you. It's not going to. It's not your life. And sometimes somebody you'll say, that doesn't resonate with me, or I don't know who that person is that's coming through. I don't have a member who was in the military. I don't have a family member named that or that looks like that. That's okay. It could be a family member they don't know, or it may not be a family member. It may just be somebody who's connected to them. But it's you did what you were supposed to when you gave someone that message. It's not about, I know you want to be confident and be sure, but the more that you allow yourself to express that and not worry about if you're wrong, because you're delivering the message spiritually that you're supposed to be and not worrying about if you're wrong, it'll come through to you more clearly because you trusted it. And it will get easier. You will get confidence because it'll come out more smoothly and you'll see more little minute details and it'll help you, whether it's mediumship or some other type of ability. And that doesn't just go for you, that goes for anybody listening or watching. That's how our abilities work. The more we trust them and open ourselves up to them and open ourselves up to God and being used as a channel, the more clearly it'll come out. And sometimes when you read somebody or you pick up off of a spirit, it's not going to make a lick of sense to you. It won't, because it's not your life. And especially with mediumship, because sometimes they'll talk to you and they'll give you exact phrases and verbiage to say. And sometimes they show you pictures and you're like, what the heck is this? But anyway, I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Just know that they are around you. Your abilities and the messages can get clear, and they will over time. You just got to open up to them.
All right. Well, Kate, remember, keep working on it. I know that you don't always tell everybody, but keep working on it, honey. It does get a little bit easier, but I'm going to tell you this, with mediumship, it's never easy, especially when you're doing it on a platform like this and someone's like, I want to know about my husband. I don't know his name. I don't know anything about him. I don't know who I'm supposed to be connecting with. You've got a bunch of spirits. You've got your guardians around you. That's why we always say, come with your question. The least amount of information is going to make us spend more time finding what you're looking for versus getting the information, so we don't have to dig through that in order to get. So remember that, Kate, as you're developing, the more that, people are trying to connect with their loved ones, a little bit helps. You don't have to tell them the whole story, but a little bit helps.
Yeah. I mean, even if you tell the person's name,
especially on a platform, you've got so much time.
You don't have much time.
You got to be fast. Well, I'm fast on the side. I'm fast on here. I try to be as fast as possible, just so we can get to as many people. Was Faith raised in the South? Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes and no.
Well, Virginia is still considered the South. My family is from North Carolina and from Virginia. So, yes.
She's Southern, but she's still close to the Northern, so she's like on the cusp.
My family, my family, both sides of my family are originally from Asheville, North Carolina, but I grew up primarily in Norfolk, Virginia, primarily. So, yeah.
All right, well, let's keep on going here. We got some more people waiting in line to get some readings. Randy Bear, Randy, go ahead and throw us your question. After After Randy is going to be Maria. Maria, get your question ready. All right. Randy, could you give us another question? Mediumship is for the jumps. We've changed that up a little bit. So if you could ask a question that you have that you'd like an answer on, we'll be more than happy to answer that one. But we're only doing mediumships for those who jump. So go ahead and throw us a question that you'd like some information on. I know that they're around you. That's
I can't.
I'm not sure if Tony put that on there, but I didn't.
What?
That comment.
What was it? I didn't see it.
It was something that Kay said. Says Faith says a lot of southernness.
Well, thank you. I've been told that, and I'm
Okay,
actually very proud of my southernness.
you should be, as anybody should be proud from where they come from. She says, "Okay, will my plans come through for next month?" As I'm looking at things, yes, I do feel that things will start to come together for you. I know that everything just doesn't seem like it's been working out in the way that you would like it to, but I actually do see next month working out well for you. Things start to come better together towards the end of this month, so you'll start seeing things slowly start to come together and less, dragging of the feet. I feel like you are going to get things accomplished. I keep seeing something with finances growing with you as well as we go into September. So I'm seeing your September finances getting bigger. And that's good. Everybody wants growth and money. So, yes, for your plans. Yes, for the money coming through. And she said, yes, sir. Absolutely. But, I know that you wanted a message from your grandparents. I want you to know that they're around you and they do love you. And, but they're helping you through that. They're helping you get the straight. So just know that. Things are definitely coming on I feel like you're cutting out nonsense. I feel like you're cutting out some nonsense too. She says it's a new company. Right. Well, new company, new money, great things. But it says you're cutting out nonsense out of your life, basically taking things in your life that no longer serve a purpose and getting it out of your way. So, I feel as though that you're going to be heading in the right direction by doing that because you're eliminating distraction. So people may think you're being mean or, you're pulled back. You're not really talking to us. Screw all the noise. Don't listen to the noise because everybody's got an opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. Focus on what you're doing. Keep moving in the direction that you want to move in because you're going to get what you're looking for. You're going to find yourself making more money. You're going to find yourself doing the things that you want to do. And then on top of that, you'll be able to have free time so you can go and, hang out with the friends that you still want to hang out with at that point. If none of them don't drive you crazy. But I still see a few that hang around that you're still tight with. But focus on the business. It's a good thing. Faith, what do you got for her?
So what I'm being shown is that
And she said, yes, that I am selfish. You are not selfish.
no, that's not selfish. Trying to better yourself and better your life is not selfish. And don't let anybody else tell you that because it's not their life. People have a lot of opinions and have had a lot of opinions over the years of what you should be doing based on who they thought you were. And you're actually coming out of your shell and you're getting kind of rare. So, this is going to be a time for you to get stronger in yourself and in your confidence and in your work. Like I see you being really motivated. This is going to be a time within this next year that you're going to get a lot of promotions and a lot of growth at work. By the first of the year, you're going to have some type of promotion already. So just know that and some type of acknowledgement. I also see you worrying about your health, and this is going to be a time that you're more reflective and taking better care of yourself and just really taking a look at yourself. And I see you being more snappy even with certain family and not letting them walk on you.
Yes, love that, Faith.
So just be really, and I keep seeing you writing things. Do you keep a journal or some type of book where you keep your thoughts, not even necessarily a journal? Because I see you writing things and being very reflective, but I almost see like you've held a lot of things in and it's just
Yes.
going to all go.
You said yes, I started watching my food intake.
Yeah, and I just feel like once you start doing that more and you can kind of see the patterns of your eating, you're going to like see what you personally feel you're doing wrong. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, but there's certain foods that trigger you, like make you sleepy and things like that. So you're going to start noticing what that is that you're eating. So you're going to start eliminating that and eating cleaner foods, and you're going to feel much better. And you're going to even say to yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? You're going to feel like a brand new person.
All right. Well, watching your food intake's always good. Just make sure you're eating the right things for yourself. The vitamins that come from vegetables, fruits, and good proteins, really make the difference. I was watching some people say something about, oh, that doesn't make a difference.
It-
Really? Really? Doesn't make a difference? The things you're supposed to be eating? There's a trick to every grocery store. If it's on the outside, the meats and the vegetables and the fruit, those are the things we're supposed to be eating. Everything on the shelves in between, all fillers, processed, everything you're not supposed to have in your body. That's that aisle. That's all them aisles.
Okay, Journey, not everybody is like you and eats healthy snacks and meat
Hey,
all the time.
I didn't always eat healthy snacks. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is just a little trick of the trade, something I learned.
Mr. Coconut Water and pistachios.
Hey, they're good for you. I like it. Anyways, all right, we got Maria next. Maria, go ahead and throw us your question. You will be the last question of the night. Guys, don't forget we are here tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a 2-hour show, if longer, if depending on the jumps. If we have more jumps, we will continue to keep sitting here talking with you people. And remember, with every jump, we're donating $1 of that jump over to the Children's Hospital for St. Jude. Guys, remember, it is a great charity. It's a great hospital. They do amazing work for the children.
They
It's
don't
good.
charge any of the families.
No, they don't. That's amazing.
Nothing.
All right, Maria, where you at? Maria, Maria.
I know I started to sing that earlier and I was like,
I'm hearing it
I
in my
think she's a
head.
new client. I don't think I should sing.
Did we lose you, Maria? All right, no, Maria. We need Catherine to come on down. Catherine.
On a side note, I just want to say to Blanca and to everyone watching, you see what happens when you lose your favorite pair of glasses or can't find them in the last minute before your live show? You have to wear the spare. That's why spares are important, Blanca.
I was fussing at her too before the show. I'm like, you lost your glasses. She says, yeah, I sat them down and I went to sleep.
I did. Guys, I'm going to confess something. I take a nap for about an hour before the show, and I took my glasses off, and I was trying to hurry more than usual to get to the show. I had to wear my spare pair.
Catherine says she's good tonight. So, guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We're going to be here for 2 hours. So we're going to have a good time. If the jumps continue, we'll last a little bit longer than 2 hours. But guys, remember, be kind, be safe, love one another. Blanca, wear your glasses when you drive, and don't drive yourself home to the eye doctor. But we love your faces. Faith, you know it's always a pleasure to work with you. And
always. Love all you guys. Be blessed.
I will see you tomorrow. And guys, we'll catch you then. Have a great night, everybody.